Hello, what is up guys, EvilDoUsHarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be doing an updated guide for my level 60 to 61 leveling guide that is following my new 59 to 60 guide that just went out for 2021. So the original guide came out last year and a few things have changed as far as leveling goes and the path that you should take to do it. That's why I'm updating these guides for 2021. And quickly before we get into the guide, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching the videos on the channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel. You'll stay up to date when new content comes out. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. And let's start off with the prerequisites before we get started with this guide. First things first, you will need the Chenga Tome. You should have this by now if you've been following through the guide series. If for some reason you don't have the Chenga Tome, take a look at my guide on how to get the Chenga Tome. It's linked in the description below. Also note that if at any point you get stuck during this video, don't know what to do, need an actual step-by-step walkthrough of a quest, I have a VOD of me running through this exact path that you are seeing in this video right here. It's also linked in the description below, the full-on gameplay livestream of me doing this. One more thing you're going to need before we get started is a butcher knife. You should also have this if you're currently following my leveling guide, but if you don't have it, make sure to pick this up before we continue. And finally, if you are watching this video and you're already level 60, looking to see how to get to 61, and you haven't followed any of my other guides before, do the level 59 to 60 video because it is faster than 60 to 61. With all that clerical stuff out of the way, let's pick up where we left off in our previous guide, which was located right here at the Lemuria Guard Post, and the NPC Moria. I'll go ahead and talk to her, pick up her quest, which is to go to the Old Wisdom Tree, but we're not going to do that yet. We're actually going to make a sharp turn here and head up to the Viv Foretta Hamlet. So I will meet you at the Viv Foretta Hamlet, which is up above the Lemuria Guard Post. So when you arrive at this location, you're going to want to go to the NPC Norn Federers. This NPC requires Amity to be able to do all the questing in this area. The Amity is obtained from the trees of Trent, which means if you didn't follow my earlier leveling guides that are like the way younger levels, or if you haven't played through the story yet, you'll need to head back to Trent here and kill trees until you gain the knowledge of the stuff that this guy wants to have. But once you do have the knowledge and you've played the conversation minigame enough to be able to get enough Amity, you'll take his quest and take both quests from this guy. If you hang a left from him and head through this archway, you'll see another quest, a third quest over here. Pick that one up as well and play through all these quests. After you've done the first round of quests in this general area, you will see another quest that pops up from an NPC that we talked to earlier, so make sure to go back to this guy and pick up this quest line and play through it. And completion of that little mini quest line is going to send you to the next location of Old Wisdom Tree, where we'll be able to turn in that second quest that we picked up at the very start of this video. So I'll meet you down in Old Wisdom Tree. So after arriving in Old Wisdom Tree right here, you are going to turn in the first quest that we picked up at the Work Supervisor. Then going from him, you'll head into the tree that we have in the middle of the city here, and to turn in the second quest here. So turning in both of those two quests is going to drop you off at 10%, 10.5%. Now we're going to go through and pick up all the quests in this area. So from that same NPC we just turned into, pick up her quest. To the left you have a quest from the Storage Keeper, pick up her quest line. At the front door of this tree, there is another quest you can take right here. It does reward combat EXP, however it is another kill quest, so it might not be one you want to do. You don't have to do it for this guide. It's just an extra bonus one. Heading out of the Wisdom Tree, if we head down and around over this way, underneath the tree you will see a quest line from the Blacksmith. Immediately to the right, you will see another quest line with this lady. A few steps further, you will see another quest line right here. Heading out this main gate and up into the left over here through the trees, you will see another quest line right over here. From her, if you make a left looking down the road, you will see another quest line you can pick up over here. And with that, you'll have picked up all the quests available in this location at this moment in time. Do note that you're going to get to a point in one of these quests right here, Fat is His Taste, where you have to fish, which is an RNG fishing quest, and I don't really recommend doing this one because it's going to be a pain in the butt. But if you are short of EXP, you can come back here and do this fishing quest later. Anyway, play through the rest of these. I'll meet you when we're done. So after you've completed all the quests in the area, you're ultimately going to be left with one quest. It's called Return to Baco over here, and it's going to send you back to the Viv Foretta Hamlet. So we'll have to head back up there. But at this point, we are done with the Old Wisdom Tree, and the Old Wisdom Tree completion is going to be 24.8% EXP. So I'll meet you up at Baco. So after turning in up there at the Viv Foretta Hamlet, you're going to be at 26% EXP. The next location that we are going to head to is the Ahib Conflict Zone. So relative to Old Wisdom Tree, it is over to the right. You are actually entering the Dregan region now, Ahib Conflict Zone. So inside of this region, if you head up to the material vendor that's located right here, you'll see one quest. And if you're facing the material vendor from the road here, turn left and head further up the road, you will see another quest up here in the distance. Play through both of these quest lines. Knocking out those quests is going to drop you off at 32.5%. Next location we're going to head to is going to be the Marcha Outpost, located right here on the map, so continuing to work our way further in. The first quest in this location is actually before you get to the location. As you're crossing the bridge into the Marcha Outpost, you'll see a guy right here with a quest line. Do that one. And then when you do arrive to the Marcha Outpost, you will do this quest line right here, the one with like the little pot on it, and this quest line right here where there's like a guy sort of on it. Don't do this quest. This quest doesn't give you EXP, but do those 2 quest lines. So these quests are going to drop you off just shy of 38% EXP, and the next quest in the chain, Someone to Share a Drink With, is going to take us to the next location we're heading to, which is the Gayak Alter. So there's where we're going to turn in that quest here in a second, but I'll meet you down at the Gayak Alter. So the Gayak Alter is kind of confusing. There are 4 locations in the altar that have quests. They're kind of spread out a little bit away from each other, and each one gets different quests as you complete quests in other ones. So be sure to do 1 lap around the 4 locations one more time before leaving if you are short of EXP compared to what I have at the end of this clip. Anyway, starting from the NPC that it tells us to go to from that previous location and turning in that quest, you will be at the main camp in this location. So in this main camp, you will want to do this quest line, as well as this quest line right here. From these 2 NPCs, make a left and head up this road a good distance. And eventually following the road over to the right at the fork, you will find this location on the map. So to open up the map and show you exactly where we are relative to the Gayak Altar, we are just above it to this second location right here. So there are another 2 quests that you can pick up at this spot. Back at the main camp facing these 2 quest givers, if you make a right turn and head in this direction, across the bridge, and up here to the left where you will see a horse ranch, there is 1 quest all the way at the far end of the ranch. The exact location on the map is right here. We are to the right of the Gayak Altar, so almost straight off to the right. From the front gate of the horse ranch in which we are at, looking out in this direction, you can actually barely see it off in the distance right now, but there is a 4th camp located right here with additional quests. So be sure to pick up the ones in this spot. As far as map location, you can see we are down and to the right of the Gayak Altar. So these are the 4 locations where you're going to pick up quests. Once again, if you do not match my EXP at the end of this part, make sure that you've hit all 4 of these locations and you've picked up everything multiple times through them. That's going to drop us off at 53.5% EXP, and our next location that we're heading off to is going to be the Sherekhan Necropolis. So right over here, Sherekhan Necropolis is our next location. So there's just the 1 quest line right here that's picked up from the general goods vendor. However, there is a secondary quest line that you're going to pick up after you play through that involves talking to this NPC up on top of the rocks up here. To be able to continue the quest line here, you're going to need 300 amity with this NPC, which is going to be a pain in the butt because their knowledge is very obscure and their actual minigame sucks. So if you don't want to deal with that bull crap, then you can just stand here with an alt that has 300 energy and wave at the NPC by pressing the F5 key on the keyboard. It'll give you 3 amity every time you use 3 energy. Anyway, play through this questline. So completion of those quest lines is going to drop you off at 58.5% EXP, and our next location we're going to head to is the NPC Yakantum, who's to the left of this lake right here if you've never visited him before. Yakantum, the NPC to the left of the lake. There's only 1 quest line we are going to do with this NPC. It is the one from Yakantum himself right here. Pick that quest line up and play through it in its entirety. And completion of this quest line is going to drop you off at 65% EXP. Next location we are going to be heading to is the Necropolis. Necropolis is just up and to the right of Duvencrune, so head on down to the first gate of this location, right on down here. So when you arrive at the Necropolis, you will see this bridge crossing across the road. Take the little ramp up here to the left, up into the area with the quest givers. So the first quest givers will be located right here. You can see them coming into frame now. We have a quest right here to pick up. We then have a quest line to pick up there. From this quest giver, if you make a left turn and head on up and over the ramps and bridges all the way up the hill this way, you'll arrive at this location. So from here, make a right turn and follow around this way. And then up this ramp to the left here, and you will see a quest giver right there. So from this first quest giver, if you make a left turn and head on over this way, you will see another quest line right here. And after accepting both of these quests that are up here, if you make a 180 and head back in this direction, you will see another quest located in here that you can complete. Anyway, go ahead and play through these quest lines, and I'll see you back here in a second. On your way over to the quest Brave Child, you are going to pass underneath the bridge that we saw a second ago, and you will encounter a dude right here. Make sure to take this guy's quest as well and complete it. Only take the Tokens of Courage quest line, though. So completion of this zone is going to drop you off at 78% EXP. Next up on our train here is going to be over to the Tshira Ruins. You're going to head on over to the Node Manager at the Tshira Ruins. So I'll meet you over there. So this location has 2 quest lines that we are going to complete. The first one is from the Node Manager Leon, who once again is the Node Manager of Tshira Ruins. Take his quest line and play that one through completion, and while working on this quest line, we are going to also do Milana's quest line. So her quest line is a little confusing. There's a few confusing parts that I'll hop back in here to help you with. But if you're looking at the Node Manager Leon, Milana is up there on top of that little mountain, so I'll head over there. And when you do get up here, you will see the NPC Milana, so just go ahead and talk to her. And yeah, play through both of these quest lines. I'll be back in a second. Also should point out that the quest line you need to do from this guy is breathing the dragon egg, not the repeat quest. Don't do the repeat quest, just breathing the dragon egg. Now, after completing one of Milana's quests, your black spirit is going to auto-summon itself. If you go to the quest tab you will see the questline and intervention from the Black Spirit. You need to continue her questline through the Black Spirit by taking an intervention from the Black Spirit. Make sure to take that questline and continue playing through. Now, the questline that we got from Milana and intervention from the Black Spirit, I would recommend doing after you finish this dude's questline right here, Leon, which is going to send you to Traces of Retaliation. Traces of Retaliation is way the heck out here, so you already need to be heading in that direction to do Milana's questline, so wait until that point to do Milana's, then go way out here for Traces of Retribution. During Milana's questline, the Black Spirit is going to pop back up. The quest you need to do is wrapping up the story. And when you do arrive out at this point here and talk to the NPC Cena to complete the quest, if you talk to your Black Spirit, go to the quest tab, you will see a quest here that I already accepted on accident. It is the Dragon's Truth, the Story of the Past. So make sure to accept this quest from the Black Spirit after you arrive at this point. This quest is going to send you back into Duvencrune, but we're going to make a small pit stop over here to Marak Farm, which is right here on our way to Duvencrune, so stop at Marak Farm on your way down, specifically between these two buildings. So when you arrive at this location, you'll see a bunch of the wolf people fighting. If you make your way up to the right building up here, you will see a quest giver up here. So go ahead and take this quest line. And that one auto-completes for me. I don't know if you have to do something if you haven't done it before, but it should be pretty simple and straightforward. Now we're going to head on back down to Duvencrune to complete this quest and get our final percentage point of EXP that's going to take us to level 61. So I'll meet you over there. And when you get to this location, there will be a book on the floor. Talking to that book is going to complete the quest, and you are going to be level 61. So as you can see, we get barely enough EXP running this to hit level 61, which means you do need to make sure to hit all of these quests and not miss anything. There are these 3 quests right here that were the RNG quests or the Chemist Sylvia main storyline quest that we had to play through in order to continue it. So if you are still short for some reason, if you did miss something in this video, those are 3 options for you. But once again, if you did miss anything in this video, please check out this live stream. This live stream goes through all of the different locations. It's linked in the description below. It shows you every single thing that I did, just in case you missed something. But with that, guys, we're going to call it a video. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope this helps you to progress here in Black Desert. If it is going to help you to progress, do let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you have ideas for other videos you want to see, please let me know as well. Thank you so much all for watching. Again, I will see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see ya. Peace.